Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm a second-year student at the University of South Florida in the education program. For this video, I will be going over a sample activity that I would use with the English language learner that I have been working with over the course of this semester. Since this activity was developed for this student, it is a 4th grade level activity meant for a student who is at an intermediate level fluency level in English. When working with my student, I have noticed that when he's reading passages, he'll sometimes replace a word that's written with a word that has a similar spelling but a different meaning. For example, when he's been reading to me, he's replaced the word baseball with basketball or wiggle with giggle. I've also found that my student does not always know the words that he is reading. Because of this, I have decided to create an activity on poetry for my student. The objectives for this activity are: the student will be able to apply the correct rhythm while reading a poem. The student will be able to read a passage without replacing words. The student will understand what rhyming words are and will be able to give examples of them. The student will be able to write a short rhyming poem. And the student will be able to understand what he is reading. The materials needed for this activity are a poem or book, such as Giraffes Can't Dance or An Animal Strikes at the Zoo. These are both really cute books that are meant for younger grade levels, but they have great rhyming poems in them, so they're just great examples to use for this student. I would also have the poem, The Tiger Who Wore White Gloves, for my student to read. This poem is at a higher level with the same amount of rhymes at the end of every line, which would really help him. I would also need a dictionary, a thesaurus, a new vocabulary sheet, a blank sheet of paper, and a writing utensil. To begin the activity, I would go over the definition of what a rhyme is with the student, and then I would ask my student if he can think of any examples of rhyming words and have him tell me some. If he can't tell me any, then I may give him hints like wiggle and giggle rhyme and balloon and moon rhyme. Can you tell me why these words rhyme? After reviewing what rhymes are, I will read a short rhyming book or poem out loud to my student and ask him to listen to how I pause during my reading. I will then have him choose from one of the readings that I brought for him and have him read it out loud to me. As he is reading the poem, I will have him circle words that he does not know the definitions to, so that once he's done with the poem, we can look them up, go back, and see what exactly they meant in the context of the poem. Once he's finished reading and circling his vocabulary words, I will have him write down the definitions that we find in the dictionary of these new vocabulary words. We may simplify these definitions if the dictionary definitions are too long and hard. After finding and writing down the definitions to these words, I will then have my student write me a short rhyming poem on any topic that he would like to. For this part of the activity, I may bring in pictures of an apple, a ladybug, a tree, or even just a picture of a bike or a dog in order to help spark the creativity of my student. I will also give my student a thesaurus to use while he is writing his poem so that he can look up words that he's thinking of and find synonyms that would rhyme with the other words in his poem. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. This activity should help the student create a larger vocabulary, learn how to write a poem, and learn how to pace himself while reading and enjoy fun poems. Thank you for watching.